And we're live. Welcome back to another Corona Geek here where we talk all about mobile app development using Corona SDK. I'm your host, Charles McKeever. And today we're going to continue our conversation. We've been discussing putting together a game using Gravity. It's all about Gravity, really. And if you missed the first two sessions, you need to go back and watch those because they kind of lay the groundwork for what the game is about and how the Gravity works and all that kind of stuff. And also Ed has continued to modify and update the code as we go along. So there's links in the show notes for that as well. But it's all based on the premise of they need to be fed 3. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's a pretty fun game, and there's some interesting mechanics that are there. So we're going to head into that today. Joining us on the panel is Dr. Brian Burton down in Abilene. You can find more of his stuff over at burtonsmediagroup.com. Also joining us is Ed Marina from roaminggamer.com.
Hey.
We've got Greg Pugh from gpanimations.com. And we've got Kevin from Seaburn Games. And we've also got Steven Johnson from ibabastudios.com. And Hans, do you have a studio name?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so Hans is joining us for the first time. As is anyone welcome to join the panel at any time and come and hang out. And so let's go ahead and get into it. Ed? Did you have? Before I start, actually, or before we start, does anybody have any announcements? I know some of us haven't been here in a while, and things like that. And any news?
Nothing really. Released a few things last week, but I put them out in the forums. I can't even at this moment remember what they were. A couple of utilities and whatnot. SSK updates, some stuff like that. I posted it all out in the forums. Guess it wasn't that exciting because I can't even remember what it was.
So go check that out, I guess.
It's good stuff. It's just I'm so focused right now.
Yeah, that's cool. The forums are a good place to hang out. I know Alex does the from the forums every week, and he tries to pick out highlight some nuggets. But there's lots of great stuff that happens in there all the time. So I'd say if you're not accustomed to going to the forums, go in and find a conversation that you are interested in, and mark it so that you get updates, and then you'll be notified anytime somebody says something. It's a great way to stay connected. Stephen, I know you said that there is the Lua, what was the Lua Conference?
Yeah, it's in Stockholm. So if anybody's over there, I think it's in October. I'd have to check when it is, but
it's October 15th, and I know Roberto, the chief architect of Lua, he's going to be one of the keynote speakers or whatnot. So that would be.
There are a lot of Corona users in Sweden and Finland and that surrounding area. So I'm sure that'll be an excellent conference.
Yeah. This is. I know that Stephen, as you pointed out, Sergey has gone to these in the past couple of years in Russia. If you're in Stockholm or in the neighborhood, definitely check it out. We'll put a link in the show notes. You can check out the whole schedule. It's as I understand it from Sergey, it's a great session to go to. Lots of great, in-depth sessions. Look at Lua and the inner workings and things like that. So definitely want to go. Anybody else? Any other announcements?
Yeah, let me say something real quick. I've gotten a lot of emails in the last few weeks asking about updates to the textbooks, and they are still free. If you've purchased any of the textbooks through my website before, then you can get all of the updates for free. If you purchase through Apple or Amazon or Google or one of those places, I don't have any control over their pushing out updates or being able to download the latest version. But if you are interested, you can go to burtonsmedia.com, go to books, and then book update, and you can get the latest version of any of the textbooks you've previously purchased. So that's just in response to a number of emails I've gotten in the last couple of days about classes starting up and wanting to get the latest version of the books.
Do you highlight that anywhere on your website that if they order directly from you, they get updates?
I think I do. I think it's mentioned it's mentioned on each of the book pages that updates are free.
Well, I was just wondering, to differentiate, maybe say like going to Amazon or going to one of these other sources, just to sweeten the pot, that when they order from you, they get this extra
You
bitty.
know, I probably need to make that more clear
Spell it
than
out.
what I have in the past. That if you get it from me, you get the free updates. The other companies, I have no control over. So
Right.
I'd love to have control over Amazon or Google or Apple, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to give you that level of control.
Probably
But hey, if you guys are on the fence about training materials, definitely check out burtonsmediagroup.com. We've said it before. I'll say it again. Dr. Burton pushes out these updates to these books, and they go out. Like you said, you can go and get your update for the book. And what other book seller does that? What other publisher does that? Nobody does that, right? So you get advanced copies before books come out. You get updates after the books come out. There's no additional charge. It's really amazing. So yeah, I think you need to seriously toot your own horn.
Yeah.
Well, just toot your own horn, like on a
toot my own horn a little more.
Yeah, I care about you, and here's what you get. I mean, just kind of like spell it out, because it's people are so busy, and it wasn't until there's just this moment when you said, getting it through Amazon or getting it through Apple, that you don't have control over those to be able to push out updates. And I'm like, that kind of stinks.
All of them, I contact them whenever I do push out an update, but it's completely at their discretion and their timeline when and if they'll push the update out to people.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, cool. burtonsmediagroup.com. Check it out.
Hey, I forgot to mention one thing, and then I'll launch into my game dev thing here. Besides the things that I just mentioned, the answer packs came out last week, and some utilities. I did offer a new service, and I'm having some other things coming up, as Charles knows. But one of the things that I'm offering now is hire a hitman. I thought that'd be a good, get the government interested. But basically, it's a service that I'm going to be offering for people who have tried to get help in the forums and didn't get the help that they wanted, or they need a little bit more one-on-one time. And so it's a pay-as-you-go kind of service. Actually, you send me your hit details, I tell you what the hit level will be, and then we take care of the problem. Everything, of course, is framed in the Hitman nomenclature there.
Right.
So at the very least, you should go read the page, because it might be entertaining.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my stupid devices to stop dinging. You probably hear them in the background, but I apologize for that.
Well, cool. I think that's good, having a focused conversation on the things that people want help with, right? I mean, that's just getting right down to. I mean, because sometimes that's all we need. I don't know if you've seen. Was it AirPair? Is that the service? I'll have to find it. But anyway, there's a service out there that's kind of along these lines that you're working on a project, and all you really need is someone to get you over the hump, right? I don't want you to write it. I don't want you to write it for me. I just want to figure out, like, Kevin was talking before about, how Facebook's so hard to deal with, or some aspect of Twitter integration, or whatever, right? And that in those moments, someone who's done that can just say, "Oh yeah, you just click here, go there, do this," and makes life so much easier for you. Yeah, here's the link: airpair.com. I'm not saying that you should go there to circumvent Ed's system. I'm just saying, Ed, you might consider that. They call it micro consulting.
Another link for me to follow up on.
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I'm just here to give you stuff to do, Ed.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, I think I got all my devices to be quiet now, so I can actually talk.